What if I told you that the smartest people on Earth, the scientists publishing in top-tier journals, are actually failing at basic, middle school level physics? It's a controversial claim. In fact, even artificial intelligence algorithms try to correct me when I say this, because it sounds too extreme. But after decades of research, observation, and fighting with the academic publishing machine, I stand by this fact: the theoretical level of modern scientists is dismally low. I recently wrote an article titled The Illusion of Competence, and today, I'm going to tell you why 95% of modern academic papers are nothing more than scientific garbage. Let's start with a fundamental misunderstanding in education. Just because you have studied something, does not mean you have understood it. Today's university students are subjected to incredibly deep and extensive curriculums. Yet, in my own research, I frequently encounter complex problems that can be solved using junior high school mathematics. When I give these exact problems to my heavily trained, modern students, they almost universally fail. Why? Because modern academia rewards students for outcompeting their peers on a single exam, not for true comprehension. I was part of the Chinese university class of 1977, the first exams after a 10-year educational halt. We didn't pass by memorizing past papers, we passed by solving problems we had never seen before. That is the hallmark of true understanding. Today, that understanding is gone, replaced by a desperate race to publish SCI papers. But you don't have to take my word for it. Let's look at hard evidence. In the field of microwave absorption, there is a dominant theory called impedance matching. It has ruled the scientific community for half a century. Thousands upon thousands of papers have been published based on this theory by physicists and engineers. Here is the shocking truth: this theory is fundamentally wrong. And worse, it can be completely dismantled using nothing more than junior high school algebra and the basic university principle of wave superposition. When my team published the correct wave mechanics theory, pointing out this fatal flaw, the academic community completely froze. They couldn't comprehend it. AI suggests that the scientific community simply cannot afford to admit a 50-year mistake that invalidates tens of thousands of papers. While established authorities might be afraid to lose face, the terrifying truth is that most everyday researchers aren't lying on purpose. They simply possess such a low theoretical level that they literally cannot tell the difference between a correct theory and a flawed one. This theoretical poverty has turned modern science into modern alchemy. Researchers treat blindly running lab experiments as doing science, while refusing to read textbooks or monographs to understand the physics behind what they are doing. The peer review system proves this every single day. When I submitted our wave mechanics theory to top journals like IEEE Transactions and Physica Scripta, we were met with endless, irrational rejections. Why? Did they find a flaw in our math? No. As one associate editor admitted, they rejected it because they simply could not understand a new theory, even one based on basic wave superposition. When a gatekeeper of a top-tier science journal cannot understand basic physics, we are facing an academic crisis. I have published multiple papers on the collapse of academic publishing and the delusion of modern innovation. We have sacrificed rigorous theoretical foundations for empirical, experimental garbage. If you want to see the detailed evidence, the rejection letters, and the basic physics that modern academia is trying to ignore, click the link in the description to read my full Substack article, The Illusion of Competence: Why I Firmly Believe the Theoretical Level of Modern Scientists is Dismally Low. If you care about real science, read the article, leave a comment below with your thoughts, and hit the subscribe button. It's time we stop pretending, and start holding academia accountable to fundamental truth. Thanks for watching.